I bed shared with Oliver, and it worked well. I could nurse without fully waking up, and he was fine. I also saw a TikTok saying that sleeping next to your baby strengthens bonding and helps with breastfeeding. Plus, having Lily close makes me feel safer, especially if she spits up.
I can see why that feels reassuring. Keeping Lily close makes nighttime feedings easier, and bonding is so important. But we also want to make sure she's sleeping as safely as possible. Some of the advice on TikTok can sound convincing, but research shows that certain sleep practices, even when they seem helpful, can actually increase risks.
But what if she spits up? If she's flat on her back, won't she choke?
That's a really common concern. The good news is that babies have a natural gag reflex that actually protects them when they're on their backs. If they spit up, they naturally turn their heads and swallow or clear it. If they're on their stomach or at an incline, the risk of choking actually goes up because it's harder for them to clear their airway.
But in the nursery, they always kept her head a little elevated.
I can see why that might seem like a safer option. But in the hospital, babies are sometimes positioned differently for short term medical reasons. Once they're home, the safest way for them to sleep is always flat on their back in their own crib or bassinet. Even a slight incline can increase the risk of their airway becoming blocked, which is why we don't recommend propping them up at home.
That makes sense. But I also saw this baby lounder on TikTok that props up the baby's head a little. It seems like it might help too. Plus, it has these cushioned sides, so it's kind of like a built-in pillow fort around her. That way, I won't accidentally roll on her.
I totally understand why that seems like a great option. The idea of keeping her propped up and protected feels reassuring, right? But here's the tricky part. Even though those loungers look cozy, they actually increase the risk of suffocation and rebreathing CO2, which can be really dangerous. Babies can turn their heads into the soft sides without being able to move back. And even a small incline can cause their heads to tip forward, blocking their airway.
I didn't think about that. I just assumed it was safe because so many moms were using it.
I totally get that. A lot of products marketed for sleep actually aren't safe for unsupervised sleep. Even if a product says it helps with reflux or keeping babies snug, the American Academy of Pediatrics, AAP, recommends that babies sleep flat on their backs in a crib or bassinet with no extra padding. What might work instead is using a firm, flat bassinet right next to your bed. So you can still have Lily close, but in the safest space possible.
But I feel like I won't wake up as easily if she's not right next to me in bed.
That's a really common worry. But actually, research shows that parents still wake up and respond quickly when their baby is in a bassinet or crib right next to them. Plus, since Lily will always be on her back on a firm mattress, there's no chance of her rolling into a dangerous position or getting tangled in bedding.
I guess I never really thought about how different every baby is. Just because Oliver was fine doesn't mean Lily will be too.
Exactly. Every baby is different, and we want to do everything we can to keep Lily safe. You're such a great mom for thinking about this, and I'm happy to help if you ever have questions.